Hey guys, today I would like to share my experience of how I defeated depression. Let's backtrack to 2011. I was going through a very tough time in life. Just finished school, didn't know what I was doing, had a broken relationship, had a really hard time with my family. I was just completely lost. At the time, I thought I was just like any other early 20s, pretty confused about life, and that's stress, that's life. Soon enough, though, everything was like a snowball effect. I noticed I've changed as a person. I started to have insomnia and couldn't sleep. I wasn't eating properly, and I lost motivation. And by 2012, I noticed a huge difference. I actually completely lost all motivation. I lost faith in everything and everyone. It was very difficult to pretend that I'm okay in front of my closest friends, my family, my colleagues. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know who I can talk to, or do I want to talk to anybody. I was just very confused. And quickly enough, things got really bad. I would work multiple jobs at the same time, stop socializing. I was okay not to eat for a day or two, sleeping an hour or two maximum a day. People around me noticed something was different. But then again, I was still putting on a game face. If people asked me if I'm okay, I said of course. That was a really tough thing to do. Got to the point where I was so fed up with everything at home, I decided to move and fly across the world and start a new life in a new city by myself. It was very difficult for me to do because I knew my family was very worried about me. My friends were very worried about me. They didn't know why I did this, if I can survive there by myself. But I couldn't face any of them. I couldn't pretend I was okay in front of them anymore. So I decided to leave. And I was very lucky and blessed. I met a new group of friends. I got a job that I loved. Everything in life seems to get better. But suddenly one day, as if I had a switch in my head, I completely broke down. I lost motivation again. I didn't know what was the purpose of my life. I was very scared. I felt alone. And eventually, I got a phone call from my family asking me to return home. And I did, because I really missed them. So it was as if I hit a restart button, came home, and I start fresh again. Back to the stage where I had no idea what I was doing with my life. I don't know where to go, what to do. I couldn't really see my friends. And I was just very frustrated because I didn't know what was wrong with me. This is when I thought it's about time. I started to do some research on symptoms of depression, mood disorders, anxiety attacks, and pretty obvious, I had most of the symptoms of depression. So from having lack of energy to go through my everyday life, countless of sleepless nights, improper diet. I was barely eating. I lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time. And I was just isolating myself. I couldn't even really see my family members. I didn't want to see my friends. If I ever had free time, I would just lock myself up in a room. And try to avoid everything and everyone. And I know nowadays, I'm sure there are other people out there that is going through the same thing. It's very, very important for those to reach out and ask for help. It wasn't until 2013 when my family and my friends noticed that I was a completely different person. My symptoms got a lot worse. I wasn't healthy. And I went to my family doctor. I finally opened up. I told him all my symptoms. Asked him what is wrong with me. I'm so frustrated because I don't know how to fix it. And I'm very scared. And my doctor said, yes, you're diagnosed with depression. There are a lot of ways to recover. The first thing you should do is to reach out to your family and friends. And I'll never forget that day when I opened up to my brother. I said, Ryan, I have depression and I really need your help. That was the hardest thing to say. I think for the past few years I was in denial. I didn't know how bad depression can be or what is depression. But through my experience, I noticed depression, it's a silent killer. Nobody would notice it unless you tell them. Nobody would really understand it unless they've been through it. And I'm very blessed that I have family and friends that are being super supportive. They try to occupy my time with, doing physical activities like going on a hike, hitting the gym, spending quality time with them, taking me out of my room, taking the first step. And that's when I knew it is okay to ask for help, and you need to ask for help. And that's how my recovery started. Slowly, I started to eat regularly. I caught up with more sleep. Overall, I was happier. And I can't thank my family and friends enough for that. All it took was me reaching out and tell them that I'm not okay. And I think everybody out there needs to understand that it is okay to ask for help. You're not alone. There are so many people out there that are going through the same thing. And I was there. I was just afraid. I was very afraid to tell people what was going on. But now I'm better than ever. Now I know and I believe I always have my family and friends with me. The endless support and love. That's all it took. By now, you might be wondering why I'm telling you my story. From my personal experience, I really just want to let everybody know that it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to not be okay. If you ever feel alone, if you feel upset, talk about it. Find your family and friends. They're always there for you. And it is okay to ask for help, because that's all it takes. It's for you to ask. I have the opportunity to work with Mood Disorders Society of Canada, and we would like to raise the awareness of depression and mood disorder together. So please, check out the link below, share this video with your family and friends, and let's try to help the ones that are in need and show them the love and support we got for them. Thank you.